we go, boys. I can't believe, Tone, we're so excited because who do we have in the room? Not only we have the Greek freak himself in the Tasman, but we've got the great man himself, Mr. Worldwide. Tony, if you need to know anything about sports, this is the man that you message. Mardo, welcome, Mr. Worldwide. Episode 63.
Yes,
put a line through it, Tone.
Yes, that's right. You don't need to Google it. Just mail Mardo. Call Mardo.
Mail Mardo. That's
who needs Google.
Mail Mardo.
We're in a bit of a purple patch, that's for sure.
M&Ms. I like it. M&Ms. Now, Pez is a little bit up and about today, Tone. I'm a little bit semi-erect because something happened today. One of my black bookers won, Tone, in your neck of the woods in lovely Hobart. Did you see it, Tony?
Oh, down south. Wow.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, wow.
Did it win by a head?
No, and it didn't miss the kick.
and
Tassie Rollmurray, an ex-Victorian horse, was actually ridden upside down and actually led the big grey horse. And it was too strong at the end. It won by 3. Get on, you Pezza!
Well done, mate.
Unfortunately, my human nature second black booker come third in WA, but we won't mention that. Yeah, fucking prick. I can't catch this horse in New South Wales and I can't seem to catch it in WA. But welcome to Put a Liner Through It, episode 63. Now, boys, up and about, Cox Plate, Manikato tomorrow night, the invitation in Sydney. And talking about Sydney, Tassie, being a Melbourne boy or a Geelong boy, fuck Sydney.
Yeah, no. Look, all they're trying to do is they think if they splash the cash, they'll get it all happening. But seriously, horse racing is not about pimps. Okay? So if they want to pimp the industry, good luck to them. It's not going to work.
Wow.
Okay.
Melbourne.
I think it is actually.
Right.
There's a. I'm loving the quality that's coming to Sydney, chasing that money that's been splashed around.
Yeah.
There's pretty poor fields going around Melbourne at the moment on a Saturday.
Yeah. Mardo, I have to admit, you've got one thing going for you, and on Melbourne side of things, we've got the history and the tradition and all that sort of crap. But at the moment, the excitement with the crowds last week when Tommy Berry revved them up from Art Cadeau because Pezza just got beaten on the line with Handle the Truth.
Oh, yeah.
But the crowd went berserk.
All 10,000 of them, mate.
There's only 10K there. That's right.
Now, Tony, you're from fucking wherever you're from. Where are you from, mate? Are you part of Australia?
I'm from down at the Devil's Island. Yeah,
the Devil's Island. That's right. Yes. The map of Tassie is the only thing you're interested in, Tony. Now, Tone, what do you think about Sydney stealing all of Melbourne's Spring Carnival thunder?
Oh, well, they're just trying to cash in.
Wow.
That's it.
Trying to get it in there.
Well, they are getting it in.
But it is working, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, Mardo, talking about getting it in, this has to be probably the worst Manikato field I can remember.
It's very, very weak, isn't it? I mean, you got a BM78 runner that won 6 weeks ago, racing as favourite in a Group 1. What the fuck's going on?
And Tassie's got his own little, he backed this horse last start because in our message group, our private message group, Tony said, sneaky Taz. So Tassie's back sneaky 5. It's a 4th starter in a Manikato in a Group 1.
That's exactly right.
But it is unbeaten.
How does that happen?
It is unbeaten, I know, but come on, Taz. This horse should be running around at fucking Pakenham.
I'm not going to have it this week. I can assure you of that. But 3 from 3.
Yes.
And it did beat a reasonable sort of field last start. So it deserves an opportunity. Considering the field's weak, it deserves the opportunity.
I reckon they're the third tiers, like it beat last. The third tier 3-year-olds, they're not the best.
I reckon you're right.
But anyway, well done, unbeaten. Yeah. I'm going to have a couple of bucks on it now because I've just had a crack at it. So I'm going to have a couple of bucks on it because it's pretty shitty. But anyway, let's get into it, boys. Episode 63. Exciting last week. We had a crack and we weren't too bad. We had 3 placings and a miss. I don't know. What do you do, Taz? I'm not sure. I don't, we're so close and
it was a tough day, though.
It's so far. We're so close, but yet so fracking far. Now, Tone's titanium tip, it was scratch street tough. Wasn't tough at all. So Tony's found one. Wings of baloney for the titanium tip. Came second, Tone.
Oh, mate, yeah. It was, thought he had it, but just, what can you do? Close, not close enough.
It was
But-
a sit and duck at the end. It was waiting for someone to come over the top. But it wasn't a bad ride, I thought, Taz.
No, it was a good ride. Look, I know that the Chocky wheel favoured it, and the way that it went out, it led. It had everything beat. It was, it was just, literally, it was literally a sit and duck, and
You're
something,
right.
40-1 or something came over the top and beat it.
Yeah. It actually beaten off everyone else. You're right there. They were all struggling off the bit. And then Pez's push, this was a nightmare. And I've later found out that Marto's tipped up Cadeau. Pezza couldn't handle the truth. I'm pretty sure fucking Huey put the stick away. I don't know what he was doing there. Hey?
They're the first time, would it?
I don't reckon he rode it the last 50. I think he dropped the hands. It was very weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, well done, Marto Cadeau. Marto's making 2 veg. Stalking was a creep.
It was a creep. It just didn't kick, mate. It just had nothing. It had a good run through the race, and then just nothing when it counted. They went past.
No, but Marto, it did what a stalker does. Sits behind, doesn't get seen, just watches.
Tony
then when hitting the bushes.
Tone likes it. Tone likes it. Talking about that. He likes it. Let me turn the story.
That's a good one, Tassie. They mark that one up there.
And Morioka in Japanese means a forest hill, and it was more like Forrest Gump. It just kept running, but it wasn't going to get anywhere. Lovely third.
It was a lovely third. Look, having said that, the winner was too good. It probably, I would have liked to have seen it get out a little bit earlier, but yeah, the winner was too good.
We're a bit stiff in the quaddie. We got 3 legs in both, in the Melbourne and the Sydney. And of course, Marto's leg.
Oh my God.
He backs Warning himself, and he doesn't throw it in his quaddie numbers.
I'll be honest. I just followed the money that day because I do like Warning, but I didn't have it in my quaddie. I didn't have it in my numbers the night before. So unfortunately.
Marto, it'd have to win. It'd have to win at 400-1 for me to get my money back. It owes me.
Hang on, gents.
You're right.
Gents, all our Pelty followers, if they were watching these videos,
right,
they would have noticed that we did send a warning a couple of weeks ago.
Yes. Yes.
We did send a warning.
If you are Jason Adrian Barnes, old Jabby himself, old poisonous Peter Von Darkus, he does read behind the lines on this show. He puts it on the big screen, he does, Barney, and he absolutely writes down all the little crappy things we say so he can stab us in our little hearts with it. So he would have been all
Could have
over
been a
it.
tax accountant, Barney.
Yeah.
Golly.
Oh, mate, he is some type of an accountant, and I reckon it's an arse. But anyway, welcome to all our members. We're very very get on friendly here. We're very nice people. We don't like to slander anyone except Barney. And well done, boys. Let's put a pic. Oh, we got no voice from Cairns. I should have. Jeez, I jumped the gun a bit there, Tone. I wanted to introduce Marto and try to pump him up a little bit, Taz.
It's all professional here.
I wanted to. Okay, here we go. Mr. Worldwide, what do you got?
Later this week we're going to Sydney. Randwick race 7.
Big value, Marto. Big value at Sydney. Big value.
Big value, you reckon?
Yes.
Yeah, some great racing, open races, big prices. Big prices.
Well, we're going to the Tattersalls Cup after a bit of rain Thursday night, possibly Friday again, but a bit of rain's going to help this one, keep the track soft. We're going, how do you say it, Zarek.
Oh, Zarek.
2 4s next to his name. Tommy Berry's on for the
like the 2 4s.
Yeah. And just coming out of the form the last couple of races, we're talking about sitting just behind Montefilia and just behind She's Ideal. That form stood up in the Caulfield Cup and the St. Ledger, and there's nothing left in this field. They've all gone. There's a couple of them gone down to Melbourne to try and win some money down there, get ready for the Melbourne Cup Carnival. But Tattersalls Cup's not a strong field this year, and Zurek is looking really good at that price.
Wow.
What's the price? What's the price? Is it $24.50?
$24.50. Huge.
$24.50.
I wish
That's
it was.
huge.
Minus $22.
Yeah. Sorry about the price. But, to me, it looks one of the best things in Sydney.
Hey?
Sorry about the price, but to me, this looks one of the best things in Sydney for Saturday.
Absolutely. I love the Chautauqua colours. Don't you worry about that. Master Crusader nearly got it done last week from an impossible position like the big grey flash. And Tony, what do you think of the price there, big boy? You loaded up a couple of weeks ago at one at $2, don't you?
Yeah, I've gone off back in favourites on weekend because they're pulling too many of them up recently. The jockeys are just not in. But this is a Z horse.
It's a Z horse.
It is a Z horse.
I think Mardo's on a winner with this.
But it's Tommy Berry.
Barney's
You don't like Tommy Berry.
Barney's old man's on the Z horse. And Tommy Berry, geez, riding the right at the moment.
He is, isn't he?
Taz, Zarek in Turkish actually means, it's actually place in Turkey, but it actually means smart or clever. Let's hope Mr. Worldwide is by tipping something at even money. Let's hope so.
We'll find out Saturday, won't we?
Shit. Taz.
Yes, and I've gone to good old Brisbane, and I'm going with Prime Star.
I think it's Sydney, mate.
Race 5, number 5.
Yeah.
Is it Sydney?
Yeah.
It is Sydney. What am I talking about?
Because I don't
know. You're right, because it's got no tissue to meet. It's got no Zaaki to meet.
That's right.
It's got no private eye to meet.
Nope.
You take away its 4 starts, this preparation, and it's like 9 from 13. This is about to explode.
Oof.
All the good horses are gone. Get on. Good price, 10 to 1. Take away its 4 runs, this preparation, and this horse comes into this race a favourite. Can handle the wet, so the wet's probably going to suit it. I know Mardo was saying that he's expecting more rain there, so the track will soften up. It'll suit it. Friedman trained. The jockey's had this. He's ridden it 4 times for 3 placings as well. So I'm not concerned. Mind you, I don't know who the jockey is, Overman or whatever his name is. I don't know if he's a big name trainer, but that said, you know what? I'm on. I think the price is right and the time is right.
Well, Tony likes unders usually, and we're talking in a sexual way here. But Tone, Taz, it sounds like he thinks it's overs.
Right, yeah, it's got the Flying Dutchman on board there at 10, trained by Friedman. I think he's, in with a big chance. Like you said, there's no all these top runners. It's not up against the real, real hard hitters, is it? So this could be, hey.
I like it.
If Zaaki was in there, it'd be favourite.
Of course.
If Private Eye was in there, we saw what Private Eye has done.
Yep.
Huge. A tissue, we know what it's capable of. So you take those 3 out of it, and I look at the form, I think, why not? Why not?
Well, Mardo being a New South Wales boy, he's pretty good with the form in New South Wales. You like it, Mardo?
I'm going to say I really do like it, top 3, and I do think it's overs, or I think it's probably a $5 to $6 horse.
Right.
Creaderis has come up one of the favourites there, but it's going to get too far back. I think they're going to be good from the front again with that rail. What's it out? Write it down. Rail's out 8 metres. So they're going to be real strong up front, especially over 1400. And Prime Star's got a perfect gate in number 6.
Do you know who's riding Creaderis? Do you know who's on, Mardo?
Kieran McAvoy.
Wow, I was going to say, I bet you Hugh Bowman's not.
No, they've kicked him off.
Do you remember that last year, Tone, around this time when Creaderis was the biggest tip in the world, and it was about $7 into $1.80, and he's missed by a nostril because he took off just that second late, and the corporate world screamed hallelujah because every multi I had that day was riding on Creaderis in the last round week. It was amazing.
It's hard to win as a back marker on a leader's track, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All I can say, boys. May lightning strike twice.
Yes.
Now I do like yours. I do like yours, Taz.
Thanks, Mardo. I appreciate that.
Now we're talking, of course, we are always running out of time on Zoom because no one's rich enough to have it. I can't use my university account, just a big swinger here. And we've got a tip in the Manikato, boys. Even though we think it's a bit weak, Pez is on Sabato XL. Tone, who you on?
I'm on Bella Nipotina. I'm not getting off. I'm staying on. I'm staying on.
All right. Now, this is Friday night, Group 1, the Manikato, which was the biggest sprint race on the calendar, apart from the Newmarket, of course. But huge race, biggest field. Nature Strip ran in this place 2 years ago. So we used to get the cream of the crop, but unfortunately the Everest has stolen a few, hasn't it, Marto?
Yeah, mate. The Sydney Money's called all the good spreaders up north from the border.
Yep. Marto, you're on Lombardo.
I do like Lombardo. He loves the Moonee Valley track, and he's got a good record over this distance, mate. He's going to be up front and on speed from gate 3.
And Taz, you're on a bit of a roughie here.
I am. I'm looking at a away game. Look, I just think that taking away its last start, its form's been pretty good. And if we're saying that this is a pretty average field, then why can't an average horse win it?
Fair enough.
That's the only reason why I've backed Saboteur XL, because it won 2 Group 1s last year. It's won first up the other day, beaten Tones, Titanium Tip and Bella Nipotina. Bit scared with the extra 100 metres. That's about it. But at the Valley, if you get around that corner, it'll be looking really good around the corner. That's all I'm thinking. And hopefully there's a bit of bias and kick away and be too strong at the end. But anyway, $4 something the price. I'll take it every day of the week with Saboteur XL. And then, boys, we're doing something a bit weird here. The Cox Plate. Now, we're not backing Zaaki or Anamoe. Pezza has a system, boys, a system that doesn't necessarily work, but I keep trying it every year because it did work once. And I back the second horse in the Epsom for the Cox Plate. And this year, Dalasan, Tony's favourite, has come up on Pezza's lotto. So outside of Zaaki and Anamoe, I'm definitely going to go a little bit hard here on the place on Dalasan because Jesus Christ, this horse deserves a little bit of change in luck. But anyway, Tone, you're on Very Elegant.
Yes, mate. Yes, I'm on Very Elegant. I think I'm sticking with it. She, like scintillating form. Damien Lane on board, is going all right at the moment. So, $5 is $5. Yep. I think she'd be a little bit longer than that. Personally.
And Marto, you're on the same thing.
Yeah, I agree with your Tone. Very Elegant. It's all about the Sydney horses going well at Moonee Valley. They just don't perform at Caulfield, which you see she ran 4th last race there, and has got her up and about and again. Hard to beat those 2 favourites, but I reckon she might make up the minors.
And Taz, you're on one of your Snowden and your favourite silks.
They are my favourite colours. And Captain, I think, look, it's another 3-year-old in. I know that Anamoe looks good with Zaaki, but you know what? Its last start, it really finished off its race well. And why not? Again, we're taking the top 2 out.
Yes.
Good price. Let there be speed and let it come over the top.
Yeah, that's right.
You'd take that, wouldn't you?
Well, it's the featherweight, isn't it? Now, boys, we'll probably have a Moonee Valley quaddie for Friday night in our Facebook page. Check the description for that. We'll probably have a quaddie in the comments for Friday night for a bit of shits and giggles. But Saturday, we're having a great... Oh, Jay, see you, mate. The Saturday quaddie, we're at the Valley. Please be kind. Don't be a bias. Play fair. And, of course, Taz, you're up and about. You've got numbers 1, 8 and 10 in the first leg.
I have. And, look, to be honest, you could probably go 1 out with Forgot You.
Yep.
But I'm not, because there is the horse, the 10, that I do think Black Comb's a chance. I know that its run in Adelaide, I thought it was held up. It's been unlucky. I just think that it's going to be a good chance to beat Forgot You. They're both taking the same path, heading towards a derby.
Right.
And the 8, whilst it might sound like one of my relatives, Antonio Giovanni,
wrong country.
It was called. It was. Well, but the Italians all want to be Greeks anyway. Put an S on the end of the name. They're Greek.
There you go.
Giovanni. Put an S. Giovanni's. See, Greek. But look, it's just a knockout chance. It was caught wide its last run. Its run was probably better than it looks, and I just think that if 1 or 10 do not win, and we're looking for a roughie, let's throw this one in.
Yeah, now Pezza's got probably the hardest leg because we're not too sure about Pondus. It's come back from Ireland for Lloyd, and it was really plain the other day. It ran a 5th, but it was a pretty shitty 5th in the golden ticket race into the Melbourne Cup or whatever. There was 2 of them, and that was the second one. We've gone wide, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Don't really want to talk about it. Floating Artist is the form horse at the moment. It loves the Valley, so you got to throw that in. Tone loves Miami Bound, so I had to put it in for Tone. Last year, he won at 30 skins. Harpo Marks down from Sydney, really like it. Don't know if it'll get around the track that well. And Luna Flair is one of my favourite horses, and it ran really well at Cranbourne. I think it was on a Sunday. Was it Mornington? Absolutely destroyed a field, came from last. And you always got to throw in a back marker at the Valley. You never know. But go wide. If there's some scratchings, I'll just leave them out. So that's all good. Marto, you're on the big one, the big Cox Plate. Here we go.
Yeah, I think there's really only two standouts here. It's Zaaki and Anamoe, and barring any bad luck, Very Elegant's going to be right there behind them.
I agree. And Tone, you're on 4, 5, 7, and 9 in the last.
Yes. I've got what have I got on Anavisto? Anavisto, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Magna Bella, Only Words, and what's the 9? Grace and Harmony.
Yep. Yep.
My favourite is Only Words. That's me. Couple of 4s, Pezza. Like
I love the couple of 4s. You know that, Tone.
what's the name? Curry on board. You know, I really like that, but it's Anavisto. Oh.
Yeah, well, you know, it loves the track, and you're absolutely flying, Tone. You haven't missed the last leg as the anchor, and you are holding us all down.
Oh.
Now, Taz,
Yes.
I think
Hope
you
it
mentioned
continues.
Tomato and me that you might just go a little quaddie, just sort of one out, you know, like, throw in You Forgot You into Pondus, into Zaaki, into
It's Zaaki, that's it.
You might be
Yeah,
able to go
look-
pretty short, and you might get a little bit of a collect with the pool being so big.
Well, that's it. I mean, look, if you take it one out just for $5,
Mm.
if it comes that way,
Mm.
the reality is it could still pay between $50 and $100.
Right.
So for a silly $5, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
Why not take $250 home?
Yeah, I'm going to try to go, maybe, 2 by 1 by 1 by 2 or something like that. Yeah, for sure. Go a bit short. But if not, go a bit wide, and hopefully we get a bit of value in my leg, because I think I've tipped half the field and probably missed. Anyway, Tony, the titanium tip, we're not going to mention how long or when or what, or, like in the autumn for Quick Thinker. We're not going to mention any of that, Tone. What do you got, mate?
Staying in the chalky state, Colin Creek country.
Holy shit.
We're staying up there where you can't drink the beer and the water's all ball water. But anyway, we'll have a look. There's more sand there than in the Gobi Desert. But yeah, so
Right.
Celestial Illusion. I'm going with Celestial Illusion.
You're
Stoke,
looking towards the heavens,
Nation.
Tone. You're searching for something.
I'm searching for something. I found it here. Stokes is a crook. Gary Lowe's on board, taking 2 kilos off.
You know
He
how much I
he
love
rides
hung
properly.
low. I love hung
Yeah.
low, Tone.
Hung Low won't pull him up. He'll be
No.
having 420.
Hey, hung
The
low.
price is
Hung
right.
low will be in Hong Kong next year, like Jerry Chow, fucking smashing it. Don't you worry about that. Marto, Tone, any thoughts quickly? We're running out of time as per usual.
No,
Yeah, I
got
think it
nothing
can
there.
win. What do you think, Marto? Can this win?
As
I have no idea, mate.
Look,
This is Taz's.
I think it can win, but I also think it could probably run second or third again. There's one in there that's called Smiling Assassin. I'm not putting No Kiss of Death because I actually think that it's better value
yes,
than the Assassin.
yep.
But I definitely think that Tony's given himself an opportunity to win.
And Pezza, very quickly, I found a second starter, Honky Tonk Diva, one of my best mates, Jay Hawker. We used to call him the Honky Tonk Man from the old World Wrestling Federation. Actually should have won last start as Tassie. It missed the kick, come home like a train. It's got race experience on a couple, like the Hot Pot. It's got no race experience. So I'm all over Honky Tonk Diva, and I hope Stephanie Thornton gives it a good sit. So, boys, we got 25-20 for the push and the tip. Put a line through that because we're not going that well. And yanking him up for $600. Let's go. Boys,
do it.
final thoughts. We're about to cut off.
Nothing. Just
Marto,
You doing it?
Let's hope there's some half decent racing in Melbourne.
Taz.
I have.
Here we go, boys. We got caught. We got pulled off, but not in a good way. And well done. Welcome back, boys. And we were coming back into it, Tone. I was just going to share this last screen again, just so people can have a bit of a look. Again, as I said, put a line through the top one. That's the titanium into the push.
lay 'em.
Layham. And then, of course, we've got Marto's value in Sydney in a Tassie into the tip. into the push, and around $600 will get you back for your $11. You'll get back a lot more than that. You get around $750. So you never know. It might be worth $11. Who knows? You never know. One day, Tassie, we're going to just all hit.
Everyone
We
line
are.
up, all the planets align.
When the planets and the stars.
Exactly.
Well, celestial illusion. It might be this week. We might be looking
Let's
for
hope.
stars.
I'm actually praying for a lot of rain tonight in Sydney,
Oh,
and keep that Randwick track at a soft 6. And I'm jumping on ice bath for the invitation.
ooh.
Ice bath. That's a Mardo special from way
Geez,
back.
we need some
Ice
rain.
bath.
Geez, we need some
Yeah.
rain though.
Didn't you love Mardo? He tipped it like 3 weeks in a row, then got off it, and knew he won the Epsom at about 100 to 1.
Unreal.
Taz, you got a little bit of a comment about tonight's dinner for Tone?
Well, yeah, I am going to get some KFC tonight, so I'm looking forward to that.
Oh,
I don't know. Look, probably not too much. Maybe I don't know, 8 or 10 pieces, so that way we can have some for tomorrow.
Mate,
I'll thoroughly enjoy that.
that's like
But
four
Go for
plate.
20 for
That's like,
20.
that's like
Look, it is,
foreplay
but-
for the big man.
Oh, it's brilliant. But the thing is, I had a dream,
Oh,
and I don't often share these because
oh.
people think you're a bit of a nut
I
job
bet
when you
you
talk
don't.
about dreaming about horses. But there was a horse that I dreamt of that won,
Oh,
and I didn't know it was in. I
Oh.
woke up in the morning, I'm going to build it up, and I got me paper and got
Oh.
everything sorted for the day. And when I was going through the form, all of a sudden, I've seen this horse, and it's
Oh.
called Sound.
oh, Tony.
Oh,
And
there we
I
go.
actually dreamt that Sound won.
Oh,
Now, I'm not telling anyone to get on.
right.
I'm not telling anyone, okay, to do anything. All I'm saying is I had a dream.
You've got a sixth sense, Taz.
Oh, look, I did dream that Surfers Paradise did win the Cox Plate back in,
Wow,
I don't know
back
what
in-
year.
Yeah, that was a long
And
time
it was
ago.
number
Now, what a-
10. It was number
Right.
10. And I told everyone at the cricket club then, I rocked up, we were playing Saturday cricket. I was at East Oakley at the time, playing first, of course, because I'm a gun, or was a gun.
Ooh.
And I said to the boys, guys, you're not going to believe this, but I had a dream that Surfers Paradise won today. So, of course, you know, they've all laughed at me, as you would.
Mm.
But I've snuck a few sneaky dollars on, and
Oh.
guess who had the last laugh?
Yeah,
So,
the Tazinator
anyway,
himself.
that's all I'm saying. I had a dream.
I'll be back.
Other than that, Chocky will be up and going. And
Perfect.
for me,
Beautiful.
there is one out there in Adelaide that I personally like. It's early on,
Mm.
totally discreet. So it's a bit like your
Right.
honky tonk,
Yeah,
but it's totally discreet.
there we go.
That's all from me.
Honky tonk diva, let's go, girl. And Mardo, any final thoughts, mate? You were talking a little bit about rain in Sydney.
I'm just hoping that there's rain. There's rain forecast in Sydney for
Mm.
Thursday night.
Mm.
How much I don't know, but yeah, like I said, if we get 20 mils, we'll go to a soft 6 at Randwick on Saturday. It won't dry out enough.
Get on the ice bath.
Get
The
on
old
ice
fatal
bath,
attraction.
presentation.
On the ice bath.
There we go.
Otherwise,
And Cone, you got anything for us, mate?
No, mate, there's nothing special. Oh, yes, there is one that I looked at. I think it's up there in, I'm not sure where it is now. Sodoku. Japanese name, of course.
What is it?
Soduko.
Sudoku.
That's
Isn't
it.
that a game you can play?
Yeah.
Number
Yes,
9.
yes.
Number 9, yeah.
Uh, I do like that. I did throw out a little sneaky tip there, which was wasn't a bad run in the Caulfield Cup. Just going back, I threw out Great House, good fifth. It was too. Run a good run.
Oh.
Yeah, again, I think it needs a wet track.
Mm.
Well,
It wasn't a bad
Tone.
run considering. Yeah.
Not with a chance.
Tone, you did say that you liked only words. Is that right?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
if I remember correctly, there was another thing that I had a go at you about Never Talk. A horse named Never Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you look back over the videos, but if you see that Never Talk run again, get on it, because if you're all about words and I'm all about never talking, there's your omen.
There. Look at that. Fantastic.
I'm pretty sure the never talk comment was about if Nature Strip didn't win.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
was it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
something like
Tony
that.
couldn't talk again if Nature Strip got beat a month ago when it did by Eduardo. But Anyway, Tone, it doesn't, you're old as fuck, so don't listen. It doesn't matter, mate.
No.
People stand up and give you a seat on the bus now, mate. So, you don't listen to Taz.
One of the benefits of getting old, Taz.
That's right.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
You guys have got it wrong. It's not about not listening. It's about not remembering.
Well, we've all got a bit of that, I think, as we delicately peruse over the form guide. There's a few horses that I want to forget. But anyway, big weekend. Let's hope Polty doesn't put a line through them, and let's hope that we all connect on a beautiful and amazing Cox Plate Day. And fuck Sydney for your invitational. Imagine being an owner of a dirty old mare and she's in a race for $1 million. That is amazing. Great idea, Sydney. And I wish Melbourne would somehow, I don't know, the All-Star Mile is a thing, but I don't think it's got anything on the Everest. And I tell you what, this invitation is only going to get bigger and bigger.
Yeah, well, that's it. We got the Everest, we got the Golden Eagle. Now we've got the invitation.
Oh, don't worry about the Kosciuszko too.
And the Kosciuszko too. The Everest of the bush horses.
Great for those battlers in the country.
Cadeau.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, can't handle the truth. All right, Tassie, good on you, mate. Thanks, Marto. Good on you, Tone. See you, boys.
See you later.
Check out our Facebook page. It's in the description. And don't remember, Marto's back and bigger and better and pumpkins. Let's go.
Let's go.
See ya.
All good. See ya.